He took a little break from teaching to travel down to New Orleans, Louisiana on August 31, 2009, so that he could speak to Tulane students and professors about his novel. He read 2 passages out loud, one from Oscar Wilde and the other from his book of short stories called Drown. Then he answered questions from the audience. After finding out a little about his life, it is easy to see how his life influenced his novel. Diaz was born in Santo Domingo, Dominican Republic. He immigrated to the United States when he was 6 years old and lived with his father in New Jersey. He is bilingual. The 2 prime settings in his novel are the Dominican Republic and New Jersey. His novel contains passages that are written in Spanish.
In class, we talked both about our experiences reading the book and our reactions to Junot Diaz. There were mixed feelings about the book, with some people really enjoying it, while others did not like the way that it skipped around throughout time and thought it was confusing and boring. We talked about the use of Spanish in the book, with most people thinking that it really added to the book to have the cultural aspect of the Spanish, whether or not we understood the language. No matter who liked the book, everyone seemed to like the author. Junot's casual approach to speaking and his ability to engage the audience kept everyone interested. Everyone noted how he spoke in person was exactly how he spoke on paper. The author's voice stayed the same. This was a great book to read, which is shown by our engaged class discussion.
Boys Hope, Girls Hope is an organization which aims to support underprivileged children financially and emotionally through their programs. They have 2 types of programs, both a residential and non-residential program. The residential program seeks children who live in a situation which may be unstable either financially or emotionally. These children are placed in a home, not an institution, with 6 to 12 other students and become part of a family atmosphere. The homes have live-in adult counselors that mentor the students and help keep them on the right track to become successful individuals in the future. The program is focused on keeping the children on track academically. Statistics provided on their website state that 20% of American children aged 6 or younger live below the poverty line, and that children born into poverty are 6 times more likely to drop out of school. To prevent this, the program enrolls each child in a school that best suits their needs, whether public or private. After the child graduates, they are expected to continue to college and are provided financial assistance to do so. The organization also offers a non-residential program for children whose current living situation is not as unstable as those of children in the residential program. The non-residential program still offers mentoring, family support, extracurricular activities, and academic support to these children. Those who would like to get involved with the program can become mentors who teach the children life skills and serve as adult role models. In addition, community volunteers can help with a variety of aspects, such as getting the children to football practice, science fairs, school, etc. There are also options to tutor the children in the program who are struggling. If you are interested in becoming a community volunteer, you can also contact the affiliate in your area. The organization has a location here in New Orleans and is always looking for volunteers.
Covenant House New Orleans is a safe haven for at-risk or homeless youth aged 16 to 21 and their children. The Covenant House provides many services to these young people, including, but not limited to, shelter, transitional living programs, health services, child care, counseling, and addiction management. The Covenant House Crisis Center is open 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. A team of caring professionals provides clean clothes, a hot meal, a shower, and a bed to these youth who feel they have no place to go. Over 17,000 young people have come through the doors of the Crisis Center seeking help and resolution for whatever it is that drove them to live life on the street. The Covenant House also has licensed clinical social workers on staff to help determine appropriate action strategies and goals for each individual youth, slowly allowing them to become self-sufficient. To get involved with Covenant House New Orleans, one can donate money. Over 80% of all money raised to support the Covenant House comes from private donors. However, if a private donation is not enough or is too impersonal, approximately 200 volunteers a year dedicate hours of service to the Covenant House, helping to provide comprehensive care to troubled youth.
2 weeks ago, we learned about the Big Brother, Big Sister program and how Hurricane Katrina affected some people's lives. The Big Brother, Big Sister program is dedicated to helping children in need and their families. This program is the oldest and largest mentoring program. The Big Brothers Big Sisters mission is to help children reach their potential through professionally supportive one-to-one relationships with mentors that have a measurable impact on youth. These mentors play a positive role in the children's lives, and they help these children stay out of trouble and form better relationships with their families. The program works by the bigs taking a few hours a month to spend time with their little. It doesn't have to be an expensive event, just going to the park or playing board games. There is also a school-based program where the big will go to the little schools once a week and mentor them and help them with homework and more. Dr. Rosenheim is a Tulane teacher who is also a mentor for a young boy in the Big Brother, Big Sister program. He originally had a little in Miami, but when he moved to New Orleans, he got a new one. Although he doesn't mentor the littles from Miami, he still manages to stay in touch with him. He explained to us what a rewarding program it is. He enjoys spending time with his boy and making a difference in his life. Not only is this program beneficial to the boy, but to Dr. Rosenheim as well. He gets to make a difference and have fun with this boy, too. August 29, 2005 was a day that changed Louisiana forever. Early that morning, Hurricane Katrina hit, causing devastation beyond belief. Katrina is considered one of the 5 deadliest hurricanes in the United States history. Rochelle's story shows us that New Orleans wasn't the only place to be destroyed. Although it got the most coverage, there were other towns like Barras that were destroyed. All of the houses were completely flooded and many lost all of their valuables. Rochelle's house was one of the only ones left standing in her community. Everyone had to evacuate their homes with no clue of what was going on at their houses and in their communities. Many people lost their lives in this horrific event. It took several years for the communities to get back to being somewhat normal. Some people's homes are not like what they were before. Many lives have been changed forever due to Hurricane Katrina. Rochelle Melanson, a student in our class, lived through this traumatic experience. This is an entry from one of her diaries. August 29, 2005 is a date several will never forget. Bad memories and visions often fill our minds when that date is mentioned. After about 3 years, the scars are finally healing. Though sites of devastation are still visible in many areas of our homes, we have become immune to them. Hurricane Katrina was a time of confusion that no one will forget. This storm ripped us out of all the normality we knew and taught us a lesson we never would have learned otherwise. I have learned to never take things for granted. Material things are not what are important in life. They can be taken away in a heartbeat. In the aftermath of the storm, you had to take one day, one step at a time to make it through. From that, I know that I am strong enough to make it through.